Hi everyone. The following is, or rather was, a recording about something to do with slandering. I done it, I guess, a few weeks ago. But then I didn't want to post it. I just say, let it go. But then, I don't know why, I came across it again among the files. And I was like, okay, let me post it out. Maybe it might help somebody. Maybe it might not, but it might be of some clarity to some people. Because people keep asking questions and they just make conclusions to themselves. And it's not good if you just make conclusions without asking and you get the answer. So here goes, but at that, it got cut at the end because I had to cut it short. Actually, it was not short, it was long. But it was unfinished, sort of. So, enjoy. Okay, I need to get this off my chest. Somebody thinks that somebody is after somebody. I don't know why they got that kind of a conclusion. The thing is, yes, somebody is lying to somebody. And there's a reader who is talking about somebody lying to some Scorpio. Yeah, somebody is lying to the Scorpio. The energy she was reading is right on spot about the person she's talking about, but it's done in such a way that it ends up being that the person she's targeting, she's mixing the person she's targeting with the real person who is really lying. They read somebody lying to the Scorpio, but it's not the person the Scorpio is really interested in. And the energy she was reading, she was mixing the energy of the person who was really lying to the Scorpio, pretending to be somebody else in order to impress the Scorpio and make them fall in love with them. Yeah, there are some people who are doing that, but it's not the person. She's just mixing the energies, making what somebody else is doing seem as if it is somebody else doing it, and it's not right. She's making prejudgments about that other person who is innocent and has nothing to do with whatever she's talking about. Or rather, she was talking about the right person, but projecting it onto another person and making it seem as that the other person is the one doing it, and yet the other person who is really doing it is being cut off from the scene altogether. Anyway, I wasn't aware that there are people watching my channel, because I'm looking at the views and those views are not showing that people are watching my channel. I'm thinking it's only my family and friends. But I was surprised that I'm being observed by people. People need to know that they can tap into my energy only if God allows you, and maybe that there's a reason behind why God has allowed you. Either you need to do your shadow work, or you're meant to see something, to have some kind of clarity for your own personal use. And I would like to invite people to know that if you ever tap into my energy, do it at your own risk. 1, do it at your own risk. 2, ask for permission. 3, use it wisely. Don't misuse it, otherwise you will just get into trouble. And I'm tired of seeing people get into trouble because of some kind of ignorance. Be wise about and mindful about how you use your gifts and how you tap into people's energies. Most people think they know who I am. They think they already know what I'm thinking, what I want to do, and where I want to go, my motives, my intentions. But there's a lot about me that people don't know. And they need to research very well about it before they make judgments about me. And anyway, I wasn't aware that people were watching me. I thought I'm just in my small bubble and I'm living in my bubble and trying to do therapy on myself. The channel is meant for journaling purposes, as well as just to update the people I love about what I'm doing, how I'm thinking. I didn't know that other people were watching. And if in any case it's being of help to anyone, I'm glad about that. But in any case, if it ends up being an intimidation to anyone and the people start thinking, feeling threatened about me without actually knowing who I am or what I'm doing, that's really sad. Please get to know me first before you make judgments. Don't make judgments about me without knowing the real truth, because you will get into trouble. This is something which I've lived all my life. People who make judgments over me unfairly in an injustice way always end up with karma. Am I special? I don't know. Everyone is special. Everyone is important. But this is the law of nature. If you slander somebody who is innocent, you will get karma. You'll have to pay for it, spiritually, physically sometimes. I know of so many people who have done such kind of slandering and they end up in very bad situations, and I feel sad about it. It's not fun to watch such kind of things. And especially if those people are young and they're still blossoming in their life. They're newly blossoming. It's hard. Slandering somebody is something very serious, and you should not do it when you don't have all the facts. And you don't mess around with anyone whom you really don't know very well. Dealing with people is something very hard. And I have no intention of dealing with anyone who wants to create conflict just because of something they prejudged about me and they don't know what the real truth. First find the real truth, know your facts properly, and then make judgments. But even then, I believe nobody should judge anyone unless they have the authority to do that. And at the same time, I didn't know that people were tapping into my energy. Why? Why should they? I'm not tapping into anyone's energy. Why are they? And what is it to them? Why are people prying into my energy? These are almost new things to me, and I'm trying to learn them. But I can't judge anyone about what they do or what they say. It's their opinion. And people's opinion cannot define who I am. For some people, I'm easily manipulated. I'm codependent. I'm confused. Confused about what? I can be confused about myself, but I can't confuse myself about somebody else, especially if I haven't talked with those people. I can only judge you after I've spoken with you. Even then, I can't judge you, because if I judge you, I will be judging myself. Because I believe whatever somebody thinks about somebody else, it has got to do with something about themselves, that they think that whatever is in them is also in those other people. I mean, if you lie, you also think that other people will lie. If you slander, you also think that other people will slander. If you're doing malicious acts, you will also think that other people are doing malicious acts. And that's just the law of how nature is. All human beings are reflections to each other. We reflect each other. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but some people really need to look in the mirror first before they speak about other people. I had the problem with my ex because he always prejudged me over everything and over nothing. And he lost. Now he's trying very hard to just make up for everything, but it's not working. And not only him, there are other people as well who have done the same mistake. I would advise anyone, if they want to know anything about me, they should just come and ask me directly. Many people don't ask me, and then they go judging me, and then they do things and they become regretful. And sometimes it ends up being too late. Sometimes it's not, and things can be rectified, but most of the time it ends up being too late. And lies are something I'm very sensitive about. I don't like lying, and I don't like having people lie to me. And I don't believe there's anything like white lies. A lie is a lie, and one lie leads to another lie, and then it becomes a mountain. And then you end up not being able to manage any of them. Nobody should in any way have to keep up with any kind of lie. I'm getting distracted throughout. We are in the backyard right now. It's such a lovely place. So I'm just giving out my thoughts at intervals. Bear with me. Anyway, what was I saying? Lying. It's a sensitive topic for me, very sensitive. And I have boundaries about it. I don't want to do something which I don't want to do. I try not to do something which I don't want to be done to me. However, people are going to understand that. But that's just how I am. And most of the time, the problems come up because of lies. You start something with a lie, that's how it's going to go on, and because it's a lie, it never lasts. And people should not misuse their gifts just to get their own personal advantages. Mind games. Playing mind games with people is something which I'm also very sensitive about, and I don't like people playing mind games over each other. The minute I feel that, either I will play along or I will just tell it on your face. Coming to the thought of money, chasing other people because of their money and wanting to trap somebody into a relationship just because of money, that is something very lame and stupid. Because you won't be happy. You won't. I guess the reason why I don't make large amounts of money is because I have a certain mindset about money. I have to deal with that. Like, I keep believing if you don't have a lot of money, you won't have to deal with a lot of fake people. And no one has to fight for your money or try to do anything bad to you because of your money. I need to deal with that. I need to change my mindset over that. But that's the kind of mindset I have, because that's how I grew up, with that thought that if you have a lot of money, it's just problems and nothing. So I've always ran away from money, I guess, and that's why I only have enough for my needs. But now I'm on my own. I'm learning to try and love money so that I'm able to earn enough to be able to take care of my kids, because money is necessary to a certain extent. But when you let money, you become the slave of money. That's not going to work. You have to be the master of money, not the slave of money. And people who chase after people because of their money, they're just being slaves of money. I've had a lot of proposals from people with influence and with a lot of money, but I've always been scared of the huge picture I put in at the back of my mind about how the money can influence the lives of people. I've always ran away from such things, but now I realize I have to make peace with that kind of a mindset, because it's always coming my way, and I always reject it. That does not mean that I will reject anyone who has a lot of money. No. Yeah, my kid is having fun making sounds. She knows I'm doing some recording and she's just screaming her head off. Anyway, I try to look at the character and personality of the person, the sincerity, and I try to follow my intuition. Not that I've been right sometimes. Sometimes I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I get manipulated, yes, right, sometimes. Right now, I don't know if I can get manipulated or not, because I've gone through a lot of things. And because of the therapy I'm taking, I'm realizing a lot of things about myself which I didn't know. And yeah, now somebody who is hearing this, now they can start saying, she's crazy. Why? Because I'm taking therapy. Everyone should take therapy, even if you think you're grounded in any way. It's healthy. Life is too short to deal with unnecessary conflicts, to deal with unimportant people, to deal with unimportant issues. And if you need any kind of information about anyone, I would advise everyone to go and just face those people, confront them yourself. Whatever kind of questions you have, ask them yourself instead of going behind the back and researching from other people. Researching is good, but sometimes you cannot get the answers that you need. You need to confront the people yourself. There are some people I want to talk to, but I don't know how I will be able to get in touch with them, because there seems to be like there is no way I'm able to get through to them. So, and yeah, on my channel there, sometimes I'm addressing somebody using the videos, because if I do that, it's because either that person is blocked from my energy or blocked from communicating from me to me, or I really don't have any kind of information of how I can communicate with that person. I know of so many people who go behind my back and ask other people about me instead of coming and asking me themselves. And then they get into problems and troubles and a lot of misconceptions, misunderstandings, misjudgments. And they lose, and they become regretful. They try to come back, but this time, because of all the judging they've done, some become egoistic, and because of their ego, they can't come and confront me. They can't even come and apologize because they feel too ashamed for having done that thing. And if people have an interest to anyone, they should go and just ask those people literally, directly, instead of making misconceptions and judgments about this and that. Go and ask boldly, because this is not the old generation where people are shy and there's a lot of games played until people start courting each other, and I don't know. But the new generation are bold, and they go for whatever they want. But people have to learn to do it in the right way, not using any kind of malicious things or any kind of deceit. Right now, if anyone is asking, am I interested in anyone, or do I have any kind of intentions? No, I'm just going with the flow. Whatever comes my way, I just act accordingly to how it is. Because I don't like planning. Sometimes you can't plan, you just have to go with the flow. And being interested in anyone at the moment for me is something very big, because I've just come out of a relationship and I'm still trying to heal myself. I don't know. I'm trying to heal. And if you ask, am I scared? Yes, I'm scared, just like everyone. I'm scared because I don't want to go through the same trauma I've gone through. But then that's the aim of my channel. I'm trying to face my fears. So yeah, I'm not out for any kind of. Yes, it would be nice to experience adventures, but I'm not looking for anything to play with. I don't play. I don't play. It's either you're sincere or you're not. Hı. Tamam anne. I would love a serious relationship. But I want a relationship where I will just go in, and I don't want to separate in the future. Maybe I will need to separate in the future, but that's not the kind of relationship I'm looking for. I'm looking for a stable relationship. And that is if I am looking for any relationship. Right now, I'm just going with the flow of things. I'm interested in people, and I love people. I love interacting with people. I love talking with people. I love meeting new people. And I just love people. But at the moment, to say, is there a particular person I'm interested in? That's a very critical question. And I probably need a whole day to explain that. Because there are past people who keep popping in and popping out. I don't want to go further into that. But there are some people I know, there's a reason why they are in my life. And even though I have not really understood exactly the meaning behind all of it, I need to understand the lessons behind it before I can move forward. To move forward. Çok tatlı. Aferin sana. To move forward, I need to close all cycles which don't serve me. I need to close all of them. And I've closed almost all of them. There's some which are just hanging in the air. I need to make clear decisions about those cycles. At the moment, I'm just trying to be in hermit mode, trying to take care of myself and trying to learn myself. That's much easier than trying to learn somebody else. Yeah, I guess that's all that I wanted to say. I don't need to add anything on top of that. So many things have changed since then. Currently, there is nothing much. Just hanging around right now. Till next time, take care and God bless.